Summer Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of tennis. So y'all check this out. Well, I don't talk tennis as much as I should, as much as I started off doing. You know, this boxing basically took over because it's so corrupt over there. But let's talk a little bit of tennis. You know, when I do, I always got to remind everybody that, you know, tennis right now, the last 5 or 6 years, you're watching stuff historical when these guys step on the court. You're talking about Roger Federer, 20-time Grand Slam winner, who most considered the GOAT up until recently. You have Rafael Nadal, who's now a 21-time Grand Slam winner, right? And I'm going to win in Roland Garros French Open pretty much every damn year. I've won it in double digits. I think it's 11 or 12 times. That's absolutely absurd. And then you have Novak Djokovic, who's also a 20-time Grand Slam winner, and he's still the youngest. But over 30, but younger than those two guys. So he had the opportunity. Well, let's get to the point. Novak Djokovic missed the Australian Open. The tournament, I think he's won the most, and he was the clear favorite. Even though Nadal was there, Nadal won that tournament. I think there's a small asterisk there. You don't want to give an asterisk too much by men's tennis because they play the best 3 or 5 sets, and you still got to beat somebody, you know, come on. Medvedev has been in form for 3 or 4 years, right? And Nadal definitely was able to win the tournament, but the favorite wasn't there, right? And the favorite wasn't there because he's not vaccinated, which leads us to ask questions normally on planet Earth. You're not really able to ask questions nowadays, right? So he's unvaccinated. Does that mean that he's more infectious? Or, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't really give someone the disease, right? You can't give them this when you're not vaccinated because you're not walking around what is it called? Without any symptom, asymptomatic, right? You're not walking around like that because, hey, you're unvaccinated. So therefore you would show symptoms and you wouldn't go anywhere. And plus you can't go too many places, right? So are you more infectious? Do you give it to people or what? He was willing, as a rich person or any person, to give them negative tests. So we don't even care about negative tests. If the man is negative, that's what we should be caring about. Right? Not if he's vaccinated or not. What does that even mean? So for people, we're all vaccinated. Well, at the beginning, we all did what we had to do to make sure that everybody's vaccinated. We tried to do everything, right, to get vaccinated so we can, you know, rid ourselves of COVID. But, you know, we forget to ask, a vaccination, you know, can you guys give us one where we don't have to worry about distancing, social distancing, or mask, or maybe that we don't have to worry about getting it or giving it to someone? Right? So the question is, what was Djokovic going to do? Was he going to infect people? Right? Because let's make sure this is clear. And I'm going to make sure, because I'm just going to say this because I know that most media won't even tell you things like this that are going on the planet. We all know that Denmark opened up. Right? They had a so-called Freedom Day about a week and a half ago. Denmark. Followed by Sweden, Norway, Great Britain. Right? Just opened up. Now, remember, we were closed down, total lockdown, when we had 250 incidents, like they call it 250% incidents, or just say 250 incidents. That's, you know, how many people get it per 100,000, if I'm not mistaken. But those are the numbers, 250. That was what got us on total lockdown, right? During the Alpha and the Delta virus, right? So that's bad. Now, most places in Europe, you know, about 1,000 incidents. You know, it's a little bit half open, half closed or whatever. 1,000 incidents, right? 1,000. That means, you know, if you had closed down by 250, then 1,000 is crazy. So you're really scared, right? But let's make sure this is clear. Denmark has a 90% quota of people who've been vaccinated. Do you know what their incidence was when they opened up? This is going to probably, you're not going to believe it. That's why I go Google it and get your information on. They had a 7,000 incidents, and 90% of the people were vaccinated. What does that tell anyone who's paying attention? What does the vaccine do if we're all vaccinated, but we're all got it? First of all, it ain't doing anything against Omicron at all. And they just won't continue to tell you why you're getting vaccinated when it doesn't work against Omicron at all. Why are we doing that? So why we keep talking about it? Why are we even mandating something that is not working. Obviously. When we watch our sports, all of our sports stars are gone, and they tell you, well, if you get vaccinated, the symptoms, it won't be that bad. Tell Joel Embiid, the big center from the 76ers, ask him how it went. And he's fully vaccinated and boosted and everything. So that's not proven either. Not against, and people saying vaxxers and anti-vaxxers. Most anti-vaxxers aren't anti. Just give them a name. It's anti that stuff. That's what they are. They're not everything. Everybody's vaccinated for other stuff. If that stuff is not working, stop mandating people to take something that's just not working and admit it to the people to move on. Because if not, that would be genocide in Denmark. There's no way possible that you would open up with 7,000 incidents and 90% of the people are vaccinated. 90%, which means, remember this. We would like a vaccine, and take your time and get it together, that makes us not get it, not give it to somebody, and we get herd immunity by taking it. We won't, because it reduces its effectiveness within, the vaccine within 3 to 6 months. So we'll never reach herd immunity. So that makes that obsolete, is what it makes. That's why Novak Djokovic, back to him, has said, even if it takes me to never get a Grand Slam title again, I am not doing that. And I don't blame him. He's not going to the French Open or Wimbledon if they try to mandate him to take a vaccine. And, basically, it's like everybody can have their own opinion. But these politicians, who don't have dope tests themselves, by the way, keep just trying to mandate something who we're watching that doesn't work. Remember, I'll say it again, 90% of Denmark is vaccinated, and they have a 7,000 incidence, which is off the scales. Wherever you are, your incident is not over 1,000. Okay? So that's what they're doing. And the numbers are going down now that they've opened up. And I will say this extra, even this, so you can understand what's really going on. Even if you're positive in Denmark, you don't even have to go into quarantine, because their point is we have put it on the same level as a common cold, right? So let's just make sure you keep your eye on the numbers in Denmark or Sweden or Norway or Great Britain. So when you hear people that keep telling you got to do something, and then nothing is helping. It's not helping at all. We've been doing this 2.5 years, and the numbers are not better whatsoever. Right? We didn't have to give Omicron a name. We could have just told them it's flu season. Right? Flu season, and just be careful out there. That's enough. And hey, look, we have a vaccine that basically does nothing, but hey, if you get it, maybe the symptoms are a little bit less. Right? And you could have told the people that and told them, hey, you can take it, and you don't have to, though. But when the government is continuous to lie, we have the Robert Koch Institute, right? That's a place in Germany that's, analogous to like the CDC, American style, right? They had people going to get vaccinated because they were saying that intensive care units are too full. That found out that was a lie. They were never that full. They were doing the statistics by 1/5 of the bed capacity that they had. Imagine that. Which means somebody's supposed to be fired and something, and you lied to the people, so you're out. But that's not what happened. He goes to the next lie. Here's another one. They also told the people that so-and-so many people passed away because of COVID. Do you know 29%, which we're going to round it up to 30%, they told people 30% more people died than did. That's a lie too. Right? But nobody's fired. They took the recovery status from 6 months to 3, right? Which is not asking nobody, just did it. Why would you do that? Right? And another lie is over 100,000. That means the people, your doctor will give you the vaccine. He would get the money for it, but he wouldn't register to the Robert Koch Institute, which means they told us that less people were vaccinated. Say they said 70% was vaccinated when it was really like 77%. Why would they do that? So stop all the lying if you want people to follow stuff blindly. I know that what they do is just they put it on TV and just hypnotize people the whole day and have it running the whole time with the numbers and this and that. But at the end of the day, Give the people a vaccine that works, and everybody would be down with the program. But if you keep lying and getting caught and don't have to have any consequence for it, that's why a person like Djokovic, who's taking a stand, and he, I all hail Djokovic for just saying, I understand him. Whether I'm vaccinated or not is not an issue. It's just a point. I understand him because it's like, yes, even for my Grand Slam titles in the French Open and Wimbledon, which would make me the GOAT. I would have been the GOAT in Australia, but y'all messed that up for no damn reason whatsoever, right? Stand up for what you believe, and listen, when we lie, when you're a kid at home, you have to pay for it. When you lie in high school or anywhere else, you have to pay for it. When you lie in your job or whatever you do, you have to pay for it. Politicians lie, get caught, and they don't have to pay for it. That's why when you ask me, they deserve dope tests first, like every other job. And when they lie, because you're making a whole lot of people do things because of your lies, there has to be consequences. Thanks, Novak Djokovic, and handle your business. I hope he wins the Grand Slam whenever he gets back. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.